Tonight with a transport crisis that has also in the studio with us this evening is Benson Kibui Githinji, who is the Commandant Traffic Police Department, and he's here to enlighten us on these new traffic laws. Officer, please tell me, and everyone, I'm sure everyone has watched what's going on throughout the day, how exactly are you going to handle this rebellion from the Matatu operators?
Thank you, KTN, for according me this chance to come here and inform Kenyans about the new traffic laws. Let me say that we have heard occasions whereby so many Kenyans have died on our roads. And each year we record about 3,000 numbers of Kenyans dying due to crashes on the roads. And the government has done a good job, a commendable job, whereby it has completely come across to address the fatalities on our roads. We have heard the Traffic Act, which has never been amended the way it has been done. The fines that we used to have were very lenient.
Right, but then let's just skip it. How exactly are you going to handle this Matatu rebellion, and is the law going to be changed anyway?
The law will not be changed, to be candid. One thing is that Kenyans are supporting the new traffic laws. What we have are only few motorists and most Matatu operators. And we have people who are supporting this law wholly because they know that every day we lose about 10 people on the roads. So Kenyans have goodwill to support.
Right, we're seeing, careless driving, reckless driving, as well as, dangerous driving, attracting a fine of about 100,000 Kenya shillings. What exactly is reckless or dangerous driving anyway?
For example, each and every driver is taught when he registers in driving school. So, according to the fact that every person is aware of safe driving. For example, you have good control of your vehicle. Vehicles are a good mobile that you are supposed to ensure that safe driving guides you. For example, take due regard and control of your vehicle. For example, Kenyans are known that they are selfish. It is not only public service vehicles and commercial vehicles, even private vehicles. They do not take due care while driving, and that is safe driving, that you take regard of other road users and also you control your vehicle appropriately.
Let's talk about, the fact that we have officers who are going to be enforcing the law. How capable, let's talk about their capability and capacity, to meet or to be up to the task to, enforce this new law, that is the traffic law.
Officers are well trained. They are professional officers. And let me tell you that the new act empowers every officer. May that officer be a GSU, an officer police officer. Even the police officers have been empowered to ensure that if you see any vehicle violating traffic rules, he will be able to get that vehicle and arraign the suspect or the driver before court.
Well, if you say that they will be able to arraign the driver before court, let's also not leave out the fact that we have issues. Kitu Kidogo is a very famous phenomenon that every Kenyan, I'm sure, is very aware of when it comes to traffic officers. But then how exactly is your department going to ensure that these laws are actually met and to the task, and they're going to stand the test of time?
One thing when you talk about Kitu Kidogo, this Kitu Kidogo is notorious. It is notorious more so to members of public who offer bribes to police officers. Rarely do you see officers soliciting for bribes. Very few cases. And when we encounter such a case, officers are punished. It's a criminal offense to be bribed, and we arraign them before court. And also, if at all we do not arraign them before court, we have internal mechanism whereby we deal with them appropriately.
Don't you think that we're going to get to a time where officers are looking for all kinds of offenses, even those that are not encompassed in the law, just because they want to get, this Kitu Kidogo from the motorists?
As I have said, officers are professionals. They know when they get on the road which offenses they will go for. And most, for example, obstruction. Public service vehicles are notorious for violating traffic rules, most all obstruction. Overlapping is very notorious, and we will get those people who go obstructing and overlapping.
Thank you very much, Officer. We do appreciate the time you've taken to enlighten us on these issues. We were speaking to Benson Kiboi Githinji, who is the Commandant Traffic Police Department, enlightening us on the new traffic laws and starting the 1st of December. You better be a very careful driver. Else
drunk drivers to jail for 10 years or cost $500,000 shillings in fine or both. With the new law in place, police will no longer place arbitrary roadblocks along the roads. All designated roadblocks will have to be gazetted. This clause has generated mixed reactions. While some think it is a good thing to deter police officers who are out to get bribes from motorists, others worry that enforcement of highway security could be compromised. The law also charges the Highway Authority with the responsibility of placing speed limit signs along the road. Speeding drivers could have their licenses invalidated for 3 years or end up in jail for 3 months with the alternative of a 20,000 shilling fine. Motorcyclists were not spared either. Riders will be trained, issued with licenses, and will have to have third-party insurance. They will also be required to have helmets and reflectors for themselves and the passenger. Contravening this law will attract imprisonment for up to a year and/or a fine of 10,000 shillings. Anso Mwendia, KTN Prime.